Hello and greetings everyone. I'm your coach, Faxo of the KTM Beellades, and we are joining the IPA, which stands for Indigo Plateau Association. We're joining the IPA Season 2, and we've been placed in the Zapdos division. I think this is the beginning division, or right in the bottom, since this is the first time I'm joining the league at all, but I could be wrong. So obviously there are other divisions like Moltres Articuno, there's even a Mew division, but I don't know, I'm new, so guess I'm in the bottom one. Also some people joined, I'm not sure I made it in the first cut or not, but well, here we are. So this is the draft breakdown of the team that I drafted, so let's begin. So once again, I was smack dab in the middle of the fucking draft again. I don't know why. Why does RNG hate me so much? Right in the middle, always average. Average isn't good enough. But somehow I was able to get Dragapult. There were total 12 people. My pick was 7, and in the first 6 picks, no one chose Dragapult, which is weird. So I chose Dragapult. Also, I tried to put some funny things around here. So make of that what you will. And the reason why there's no slideshow is because this is like the second or third time I'm trying to record this. The first time there was just something else, so I stopped in between. Second time, I did record the whole thing. I even did, this open the slideshow, but apparently OBS does not record the slideshow and just keeps recording the front one. So that was 15 minutes I'll never get back. Anyway, so here it is with all the janky stuff and all. Professional YouTuber here. Insert laugh track. Anyway, Dragapult. Like amazing speed, blazing fast, amazing attack, well, good attack, but yeah, very fast. If it is Dragon Dart is super amazing move, 100 power and 50 power each, double hitter, that's amazing. Gets rid of focus sashes, gets rid of like Haban berries, which I don't know. That was pretty famous in Gen 5, but I don't think anyone's used Haban berry after that. Well, if anyone does, kudos to you. You're only stopping my first child. The second child is still on his way and will destroy you. Because they like to be eaten. Well, that's what the Dexter says anyway. So I'm rambling. So I got Dragapult, it was available, so obviously I've been told, or it's in discussion that Dragapult is like currently the best mon in draft or whatever. Or it was before, Coco got all the busted moves, but Dragapult is still like a top 5 mon, so I wanted to try it, it was available, I got it. Next up we have Mandibuzz. So talking with a lot of people, everyone told that Mandibuzz pairs well with Dragapult, and I think I can see why. It's pretty bulky, takes all the ghost hits, that's it. It's also weak to Fairy and Ice like Dragapult, so but still, it can U-turn into Dragapult. And Dragapult can cause mayhem. I mean, Dragapult can also U-turn. That'll come later, but I mean, you can already see the first 6 slides, so you can already tell U-turn is important to my team because that's, it's basically a offensive Volturn team. So yeah. So Mandibuzz is a bulky mon. It's base 110 HP, 105 defense, 95 speed def. Got the Gucci coat, aka overcoat. So no spores. Like Spore and all that move don't work on me. Sandstorm and Hail doesn't work. So that's fun. It has U-turn, it has Roost, it has Defog. Heavy duty boots make it, no need to run leftovers. So no need to take chip damage. So yeah. Mandibuzz generally annoying mon, but extremely better with the boots. Next up, finally. The sun is home. The sun is home. I had to draft him in KBL. I mean, at this point I have not recorded the KBL draft analysis, but yeah, I wanted him in KBL, but I couldn't get him, so of course I was gonna get him in this. I mean, originally I didn't even want Dragapult, because first round you never know what you're gonna get, and the order was given a day earlier, so round 7 I knew like I wouldn't get anything good like Dragapult or Coco or something like that, but somehow I got Dragapult, so I just took it. But my original plan was to always base the team around Mega Gallade and have like a Volt turn kind of team. So Dragon Ball just did cherry on top. So I mean, he's my son. Just look at him. He's an absolute unit. 165 attack, 110 speed. You set up one Swords Dance, and as long as everything that's slower than him, you just win. You just win. And I mean, the HP isn't good, but Beellade always has 115 SPDF. That's always amazing. And in the Mega Form, 95 defense. That's good. You can even like some scummy bulk up set, like bulk up Drain Punch. That's always good. He's a very good mon. Everybody knows of him, and it cannot be intimidated now because of the inner focus buff. So that made it so much better. If only Game Freak would like this mon and give regular Beellade some more love, like give it actually player for change its typing to fairy fighting instead. I mean, psychic fighting is good still, but fairy fighting is just that much better. So next up we have Scizor. You can see the first 3 mons I drafted are all weak to ice, are weak to fairy and or ice. I mean, Beellade isn't, but the first 2 are weak to ice and all 3 are weak to fairy. So I needed me a fairy resist and someone to punch them at bullet speeds. Haha, funny thing. Also Trapinch Hands. This mon has Trapinch for hands. Look at that. That's a freaking Trapinch. This is Scyther, who gave up his sights because he found Trapinch skulls or Trapinch heads and is controlling it. Okay, this got really grim. But yeah, Trapinch, Scyther in armor. So this is actually 3 mons. They let me draft 3 mons in 1 turn. And they fucked up. But jokes aside, I mean, how does Scizor stay undrafted for 4 rounds? Especially now that there's no hidden power. Bruh. Of course I got it. I had to get Scizor. Rounds out these 4 perfectly. It has U-turn, so I can U-turn into this guy, or maybe even this guy. Well, I don't know why Scizor will U-turn into this, but he can, and that's what's important. Because he can. And that's what matters to me. So round 5, I chose Nidoqueen. Honestly, I wasn't considering it myself, but I talked to some people in some discords, and I told that I had Dragon Ball, Mandibuzz, Mega Beellade, and Scizor in the team so far, and well, most of them said that I should draft Nidoqueen because it rounds out the team very well and makes the team broken. And so it was available, so I did. I trusted them. And well, even if they were trolling me or something, Nidoqueen is still a fantastic mon. Gives me a reliable Stealth Rock user. Also has Toxic Spikes, which can be useful if I want to run Hex Dragapult or something. It's always good. Sheer Force is my favorite ability, so it can always be defensive. And Sheer Force, Ice Beam, and Earth Powers and Sludge Waves are still going to do a fuck ton. And it's a really good mon. So Nidoqueen, and another fairy check, but another ice weakness. So to mitigate that, next up, the bulky water, because every team needs a bulky water. And I got my boy Young Spooder. Also gives me Sticky Web. I mean, Dragapult doesn't really need Sticky Web, but Mega Beellade appreciates it, even though it doesn't really need it. But it's always fun to outspeed shit like Coco and stuff, and just kill him because he's the best mon. Mega Beellade is best mon for me. I don't care about what you think. The heart wants what the heart wants, bruh. So yeah, gives me a special defensive mon too, 132 SPDF, a dedicated special wall, also has Mirror Coat, and Sticky Web, Earth, and this Water Bubble ability is broken because there's 3 abilities in one. It's Adaptability, Water Veil, and 1/2 of Thick Fat? Yeah, Thick Fat. Because it reduces the power of fire moves that cannot be burned, and I get stabbed. Water moves get doubled in power. So these 70 attack and 50 special attack, that's nothing. A Scald from this still hurts. Liquidation hurts like a motherfucker. So do not sleep on this mon. Especially if the rain teams, if you do not prepare for this mon, your rain will be your own demise. I've seen that. This mon's insane. You do not want to give him yet another boost on top of the already 2 times power boost. You know, that's like Fish's Rend and Choice Band Fish's Rend in the Rain kind of thing, but not as powerful. But you know, in the same wheelhouse. So Araquanid round 6. So round 7, I finally chose my fairy. I chose this ugly fucker because you know it fit my tier requirements, point requirements. You know, and it gives me a bulky mon, 101 HP. I mean, defenses could be better, but 101 HP, that's good for wish passing. And 99 special attack is nothing to scoff at. So its Moonblast will still do a lot. Like I said, it gives me a wish passer, and then you know it has dual screens. It also gets Nasty Plot, but why would I ever use Nasty Plot or Aromatisse when I have like these hitters? You know, and the following mon for special attacker. But either way, you know, dual screens like Heal Bear or Aromatherapy, I think it gets one of those. So, you know, it's a good cleric. I think that's what the role's called, cleric. Yeah, it's a good cleric mon. So next up, yet another fairy resist. You can never have too many fairy resists, especially since my most important 3 mons are all weak to fairy. Moltres. Now, Moltres gets so much better this gen, especially after Isle of Armor, because heavy duty boots means it doesn't care about stealth rock. It already ignores the other hazards anyway. You know, 90 HP is pretty good. 125 special attack is amazing. 90 speed is pretty good. It also has U-turn, so I can U-turn out. Or I can just, you know, launch Fire Blasts and Hurricanes, and now it also gets Scorching Sand. So Moltres actually has something to hit, you know, rock types, instead of maybe some stupid hidden power grass or solar beam. I don't even know if it gets solar beam, but there was this one hack where the guy used drought Moltres and it had solar beam, so I don't know. I play a lot of ROM hacks if you couldn't gather. But either way, now it's a dedicated move for opposing fire types, as well as like, you know, like something like a Heatran, because Heatran doesn't care about fire moves and resists flying, or like, you know, something like Colossal, so I can hit them too. And of course, I mean, Moltres is my dedicated special attacker, basically, but also I can just U-turn out into my other threats, and you know, it gives me a fire type, gives me a proper Hurricane spammer, because you know, because you either want a Brave Bird spam or Hurricane spam, and well, Mandibuzz is bulky, but it ain't doing Brave Bird spam. Flying Stab, flying is the best offensive like move you can lock yourself into basically, and you always want that. So Moltres. Round 8. Round 9, so I had to pick my tier 5 mon because that's a requirement. Didn't have an electric types, so you know, Manectric is always reliable. Adds a tier 5 electric type for any team. Sure, losing HP hurts it kind of, well, hurts mostly Mega Manectric, but it's still good. You know, Lightning Rod protects my defensive mons, Araquanid and Mandibuzz. You know, so it's an electric type switch in. 105 speed is pretty good. 105 special attack is not bad. It gets Flamethrower, you know, Snarl. But my main priority is to like either Thunder Wave something and Volt Switch out. Yeah, probably just that, like Thunder Wave something and Volt Switch out, or just Volt Switch out in general. Be annoying. You know, things like that. So, the next round, I went with Young Thwacky because obviously you need a grass type. Because like, duh, you need a grass type. Because my water type switch in currently is just Araquanid. Sure, Dragapult's a dragon, but he ain't taking water moves. Like, he's not taking like strong water moves from like Keldeo and shit, you know? Like Keldeo or Kingdra. But yeah. So, grass type, Thwacky. This fit well because he does get a U-turn. And even though it's an NFE, Eviolite makes it pretty bulky. You know, 70 HP, 70-60 is nothing to scoff at. And it of course has grassy terrain, which helps out the entire team with healing. And it always has grassy glide, so even if it's about to die, I can always get some important chip, which just might be the difference between Gallade sweeping his team or Dragapult sweeping his team and not. So, Thwacky is always good. Baby Rillaboomr, Thwack motherfucker, and his base stat roll is 420. Like, come on, of course I had to get him. It's fucking 420. And finally, the last mon, my normal type with U-turn again, of course. I need U-turn on basically everyone. You can gather that, right? So last mon, Meloetta. I had enough points for that, so I just needed a normal type with U-turn. But Meloetta is also interesting because of its pirouette form. So, you know, Meloetta changes form with Relic Song, and in pirouette form, its attack becomes 128 and speed becomes 128. So that fills the gap between Dragapult at 142 and Mega Gallade at 110. Because between that, there are some important mons that could potentially run Adamant or Jolly, with Adamant or Modest. Like Weavile, for example, is 125. So Adamant Weavile does outspeed Jolly Gallade by 1 point. I know that. Because how speeds work is if you're 15 points above, if your base speed is 15 above, then you do not need the plus 10% boost to outspeed them. Like a base 115 Mon does not need to run Jolly to outspeed a base 100 speed Mon who has Jolly, because Adamant will always be 1 or 2 points faster than Jolly of base 100. That is something I learned. And I think if you're 40 or 50, I don't know what it is, I think it's 40 or 45, something like that. If you're 40 speed, base speed higher, then you will always outspeed them at +1 or Choice Scarf. I found that out too, because like Infernape is 104 and Ember is like 65 or something, right? It doesn't matter. Ember will never outspeed Infernape. If you're just Jolly Infernape, then you naturally outspeed Jolly Max Speed Scarf Ember. So I don't know why I said that in the Meloetta thing. It's just, speed tuning and speed creeping. It's always important. And so because of Meloetta, like, they can like Mega Beedrill or Mega Lopunny or something like that, when they're facing my team, because Mega Beedrill is 145. Okay, maybe he'll want to run Jolly for Dragapult, but Mega Lop, it won't outspeed Dragapult anyway, and my next fastest Mon can outspeed by being Adamant Nature. But now it cannot afford to do that, because I could just run Jolly Max Speed Meloetta, and if I'm in Pirouette form, then my Jolly outspeeds its Adamant and my close combat kills it, and Megalop is dead. So that's a good thing. Even if I don't bring Meloetta, it doesn't matter. The threat is what matters, and so they will always have to be Jolly. That means less damage, which is always good for me, I think. Well, that's how the theory goes about speed tiers anyway. Meloetta is good. 90 clashes with Moltres, I know, sure, but the Pirouette form and the possibility is all that matters. Because in a draft league, you just want to make sure they don't prep correctly. Even if you have a horrible matchup, and if they prep wrong or play wrong, you can win. Playing wrong is a lot more RNG, but if you lose at the prep itself, or if they prep badly, then there's like a 70% chance you automatically win. Unless they hacks the shit out of you, which can happen. Me versus either week 2 of KBL season 2. Go watch. So with that, this is my team. Let me know what you guys think. I like it a lot. Apparently these 5 months make the team super broke on itself, according to a lot of people. And I'm excited to use Dragapult and my son. Scizor's always fun. Nidoqueen is fun. This guy's fun. Moltres is fun. Might try Thwacky and Meloetta too. Got them. So yeah, this is the team. We are allowed to start battling now. So let me know what you guys think of this team. The power rankings have not been done yet. Otherwise, I would reveal what position I was in according to people doing the PRs. That's always fun, because I have a certain perspective of my team, right? And once I have that fixed and I like my team, that's all I'm going to think about. And power rankings, although always not accurate, they're fun because they provide a new assessment of your team, and that makes you question whether you drafted correctly or what things you can improve and things like that. So yeah, this is my team. Again, I'm just rambling on. So this is the end of the video now. This is my draft breakdown. Battles should start this week. I have scheduled for Friday, so there should be a video around Friday, Saturday for everyone's time zone. Basically, Friday or Saturday, there should be a video. I'll be posting this, and with that, I will end this video and stop talking. Goodbye.